Good morning. Would you like to see how my day's going? So, we're getting out. We're getting ready to go to the restaurant. Getting ready to get our day started. And now I gotta air it up and take it to the shop. Good morning, YouTube. Okay, so now it's go to the shop, get an air tank. Morning, Bo. Morning, Bo. Buddy. It is a beautiful day out here so far. It's a beautiful morning. Let me get this tank filled and we'll get back with you. Okay, the tank's full. Let's go put air in the tire. Hello. Oh, look. Hello, baby donkeys. Abby and Elmo. Yes, they're talking to me. We have to go pet Abby and Elmo before we can do this. Go away, Bo. Bo. Stop it. You're bad. Hello, Abby. Hello, Elmo. Hi, babies. Hi. How's the baby donkeys? How's the baby donkeys? Here's your baby donkeys. Here's your baby donkeys. Elmo's my man. Aren't you, Elmo? You're my man, aren't you, Elmo? Love that, Elmo. You see the camera? You see the camera, Elmo? Just baby donkeys. The best love ever, isn't it? Abby. Are you just a good girl, Abby? You just a good girl, Abby? Good girl, Abby. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. You're a good boy, Elmo. Yes, you are. You're a good boy, Elmo. Yes, you are, Elmo. I love you guys. You're good babies. 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 Elmo likes his little ears scratched. You guys are good, aren't you? Yeah. So baby donkeys. Just baby donkeys. Fly off of you. Yeah, get the fly off of you. Yes, you get the fly off of you. Yes, you get the fly off of you. Alright guys. I gotta go air tires. Baby donkeys. There's Mason.
I tried for as long as I could.
I appreciate it. The annoying Bobo.
He was on the ground for a good 15 minutes.
He's like, I'm not annoying. I'm just a Bobo. And there he is. Little Bobo. Hi, Bo. Hi. Hi, Bo. Bo, you're kind of blocking the... Bo, you're blocking the tire. Okay, thank you, Bo. Just... Oh, thank you again. Oh, does that noise scare you? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? What's the matter? Where'd you go? Ha! Dust. Nasty. It's alive! Hi, Bo. This will let me get enough pressure to get it to the shop to where I can put the major compressor on it and actually air it up to where it's full capacity. And then it's time to go get it fixed. Which I don't think it's leaking that bad, but it's leaking good enough to obviously flatten the tire, so.
Guys, oh, didn't take the nozzle with him.
I am too. See you here in a few. Well, 3 has air for now. Now we're on our way to get it fixed. See you here in a bit. So I already need coffee this morning. I wonder, I mean, some Dunkin' Donuts, I guess their name isn't Dunkin' Donuts anymore. It's probably just Dunkin'. I'm gonna have to look that up. Somebody told me that they had dropped donuts from their name. I don't know. To be factual, I don't know. Anyhow, we're on our way to get the tire fixed, and we'll be there shortly. All right, see you here in a few. So here we are in the middle of nowhere, and there's a tire shop. So now we're gonna get this tire fixed and then go back to the restaurant. See you in a bit. Tire's fixed. On our way back. I say it's fixed. It may not be fixed because it has such a slow leak. He was kind of even timid to take it apart and look inside the tire. But he finally did. Only after I showed him a picture of it fully flat, because I don't know what a flat tire looks like, maybe. I'm not really for sure why it took me showing him a picture, but he just kept repeatedly asking me, was it fully flat? Yes. Yes, it was. Anyways, he took it apart, thinks he found where it was at. Not really for sure. So, we will see. We'll see. On our way back to the restaurant to get this day started and kicked off. So, well, super hot outside. Just out here on a little break, fixing to go cut some steak. But look, the tire. It's holding air. So, maybe he fixed it. Anyhow, fixing to get that dinner rush, so we'll see you guys later. Well, hello there. So, the night was not that bad. It was a pretty good night. And I am currently on my way to pick up my daughter because she's at some kind of play rehearsal. She's actually just doing the makeup for the girls at the play rehearsal, so she's not at the play. I mean, she's not in the play. That's why I don't know what the play's called. So before everybody jumps to conclusions that, oh, you don't even care enough about his daughter to do the play. No, I do. She's only doing the makeup for this play. She's not in it. So, we is here. Driving to get her, which she's not too far away, but she's a little distance. So, we'll see you here in a bit. It's a little hot in here too. watching the world go by, which is pretty cool, I think. As far as the GoPros are going, I really like the 9. I haven't had much trouble with it. I've had a little bit of trouble getting some footage off of it. I haven't really had trouble with it crashing. Out of the 3 that I have, I really don't know which one would be my favorite. I still love the 5. Just because maybe it was my first camera. I mean, it was my first camera, but maybe it was because, maybe the reason I love it is because it's my first camera, or it was my tried and true. That camera, I mean, now granted, I didn't keep the truck super hot. It was air conditioned, its butt off, and move little birds, and but it stayed up in that window, and it rode right there in the heat and the sun. It did get hot in my truck at times. It never failed. It was just a good camera. I do like the 7, but I've had the most trouble out of that camera thus far. This one I have used, as you well have seen, pretty much all up in Colorado, and this is the 9 that you're viewing now. I haven't used it a ton. I have not submerged it in water because I've heard a bunch of reviews of people telling me, oh, it's no good. It's not waterproof. It's not waterproof. Well, I kind of figured when I got it, and that the door just felt, the charging door felt just a little bit more flimsier than any of the other cameras that I had. So, I mean, I was all for submerging it, don't get me wrong, but since I've read the reviews, now before the 9 ever gets submerged, it'll be in its own case. It'll be in a waterproof case. I'm not going to submerge it in just how it came. Spent too much money on the camera just to submerge it and find out that it's not waterproof. And from what I hear, GoPro's warranty center is not that great, so I don't want to deal with them if I don't have to. So I'll buy a waterproof case for it if I'm going to do that, or I'll just use my 5 or my 7. I don't really know. I just I get the whole not wanting to, or wanting the resolution, I guess, under water, but I don't do a whole lot of water footage anyways. It's not like I go to the beach every day, or someplace that would be awesome to scuba dive. Although I would love to, I do not. So, and the one scuba diving video I have up, I didn't go below the depth of the camera, so I had no trouble with that camera at all. None of them have leaked water. That was mainly the 7. But anyways, that's my thoughts on the 9. I like the camera. I haven't had any trouble with it so far. Now I have had like I shot a video the other day that's up on my channel of me and my son walking to the convenience store and back, and it was not a time lapse, but the other one, I forget the name of it, Hyper Smooth, I don't know, something Boost maybe. Anyways, there's time lapse, and then there's the other one. I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, the other one is what I had it in, and I had a little bit of trouble getting that footage not off of my camera. It came off my camera just fine, and I got to post it just fine. To quick, but to get it to save to my phone so that I could post it onto YouTube was a chore. And I almost want to think that it was maybe my connection, because once I got to a stable Wi-Fi area, it went no problem. But getting it there was, wow, I tried all day and it just wouldn't go. But that's the only trouble I've had off this camera so far. I like it. I don't care for the charging doors, I will say that now. And the microphone cover that's supposed to expel water, I guess, faster when you come out, so you can get a clear vocal. That looks like a door. I don't know why you would make that look like a door, because everybody's ripping it off there. I even tried to open that door when I first got it, and it wouldn't open. So I was like, okay, let me read, because I'm not the most impatient person in the world. So I put down the camera and I read the instructions and figured out it wasn't a door. But there's a lot of people that are just ripping those off. So maybe you shouldn't make it look like a door. The charging door. I currently have the pass-through door open on the camera right now, which is the one I use the most, because a lot of the times I'm driving or something and I need to charge the camera while I'm filming, or I'm charging while I'm downloading something. I just mainly keep that pass-through door on there. The other door I obviously still have, but they just feel flimsy, and the more I read online about people saying they're not waterproof, I kind of see why. That door is just not a solid door. I don't know how they thought that was a good idea. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why did you change the door? I don't get that. So the only other troubles that I've had with any of these GoPro cameras are faults of my own, like trying to use memory cards that aren't compatible, micro SD cards. You know, it's not any of the camera's fault necessarily, except for the 7. The 7 gets hot and it shuts off. And when it gets hot, it just shuts off. That's all there is to it. It won't. I cannot plug it in, put it in my window, and go down the road like I did the 5 for all them years. It would get too hot from charging, and it would shut off from the sun and charging. So the 5, like a tank, just charges and goes down the road, and I'm sure that camera got hot, but you know, it was in the semi, so I wasn't constantly reaching up there trying to feel if the camera was warm or not. The 7, when we went on our family road trip, that thing was woo-wee. Of course, I was a passenger and not driving as much as that trip, or not driving all of that trip. And that camera got hot. It would not charge and film and stay in the window like the 5 did. Thank God I took the 5 with me, because that's how I got a lot of the footage. I don't know that about the 9, because I haven't used it like that. But I mean, I could just plug it in right now and see. was like, let's do that. Let's just plug it in real quick, shall we? Well, I need that one to go. Look, a little bicycle game. It's like, hey, yeah, you guys are bicyclists. That's cool. So, let's plug this in. Oh, I'm trying to plug the other. Yeah, that's not good. Let's use the right part. Plug it in. There we go. And let's plug this into here. Sorry about the noise. Need to pay attention to what I'm doing. There we go. Are you charging? No, you're not charging. Why aren't you charging? Not charging? Well, it is plugged in, but it is not charging. Don't know why. As of yet. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, I can't go in there any other way. Maybe it won't charge when it's on. Maybe they fix that so it won't do that. Well, that would suck in its own way, because if you wanted to film and drive, how would you? You couldn't. So that kind of sucks, because it's not charging and it's filming. Or maybe it is charging and it's just not giving me the little symbol. I don't know. Okay, so I need to look for this. I need to look for this. I need to stop talking and look for this church where my daughter is at. CKT truck trailer repair. I don't need a truck or a trailer repaired. Thank you, though. Thank you. I am looking for a muffler shop. There's Home of Hope, which is fine. There's Air Gas. China Wook. Family Centaur. And there's Air Gas. Okay, so let's just... That sunset is freaking beautiful. Look at that sunset. Ooh. So beautiful. I wonder if you can see that. You cannot, because the mirror is in the way. Hopefully you'll be able to see it soon. It is gorgeous. I need to pay attention to the way I go and see where this church is at. Okay, so they had a big fire up here this morning. Ah, I wish you could see that sign. I wonder if that's the church off the right hand side. And yes, it is called Cowboy Church. Mainly because I guess there's only cowboys that go there. Maybe. I don't know. This guy is in a hurry. And yes, I'm going slow. I'm not going that slow. I'm going 60. I think the speed limit is 55, y'all. Although I don't have room to talk. So that is a church, but I don't know if it's the Cowboy Church. There is a muffler shop supposed to be on the right hand side or the left hand side. You know what? Aha, that's the Church of Christ. They have this wonderful technology out now. You track your loved ones, so maybe I should just track her. Cowboy Junction Church. There it is. I couldn't have pulled up this tracking app at any better time. That is funny. So she's gonna be down here a little ways on my left. Right there. There she is. Okay, for once I actually like the little tracking app. Alright, well, we are here. I'm going to go see. I'm just going to pull up here like I own the place. I'm going to go see where my daughter's at and let this camera charge, I guess. So, we'll be back. We'll be back really soon. Okay, I have since picked up the little one and all of her makeup gear, and now we are headed back to the hacienda. Just you know, chill out, relax, get ready for tomorrow to do it all over again, because that's the way life goes. You get up, you sleep,
And then the next day after that.
and then yes, you just do things repeatedly. I get one day off a week, which is currently Sunday. It rotates in my EMS schedule. So it ain't much, and that beautiful sunset is now gone, and I hope to God you got to see it, because if you didn't, you missed the beautiful one.
So how was it at the restaurant?
It was not that busy, but it was busy, you know.
Yeah.
I called in food from Agent, and I at Shinki. It's on the west side. Agent still hasn't answered me.
Tell her I didn't have any Wi-Fi.
I have her, and her phone does not have the messages you sent her.
Because no Wi-Fi. That place, like as soon as you step in, no connection. I sent Mom a message that said, and it shows that it's been delivered, but I guess she didn't see it. Tired.
Are you tired?
Yeah. To my line of work.
Yes. Okay, we've got Chinese food.
Faithful?
Chinese food.
Faithful?
Chinese food. We have
Faithful.
Chinese food. Now we're gonna go get some fuel, and we're gonna go back to whence we've come from.